Welcome to Illegal Dogfights. On today's episode, we're going to discuss choosing a vet, what to look for and what to avoid. Now, I bring this up because I take Jack to the vet today for his annual rabies shot. I think it's like once every 3 years we got to get one of those. Jack, come here. And everyone there absolutely loves this guy because he's so personable, so soft. Don't get me wrong, they love Juliet too, but Jack gets, like, because of how loving he is, he gets a little bit of extra special treatment. And my vet, I am incredibly lucky to have. Well, I guess these two are incredibly lucky to have, and by default me, because I love these two little knuckleheads. Alright, so in all honesty, I picked my vet because on Google Maps it was the closest vet to me, and I really lucked out because I didn't know what I was doing, and I just happened, through blind luck, come here, give me that, find an absolutely amazing vet. So, and I say this because, well, first off, everyone that works there absolutely loves dogs and cats too, because I used to have a cat. And I know that sounds like weird to say because you're in that they're in that industry, but you know, I've heard horror stories of other people going to vets and not getting anywhere near the level of treatment that my dogs get from my local vet. Hey, come here. Anyway, so number one, staff loves dogs and cats. So I think a major red flag would be that you have someone either at the front desk or the vet techs. It seems to be not really in love with their job. Like, if you don't love animals, you need to not be in the pet care or vet industry. Like, they're pretty simple. So, like, I walk in, I've seen how they treat me and all the other patrons of that place, all the other clients, and they treat everyone there like their family, like they actually care about the dogs. Number one thing you want to look for. The next thing is the vet being, I don't know how to phrase this. My vet is extremely knowledgeable to the point where I can, like, see her work through a problem and, like, say, well, it could be this, but it could be this, or it could be that, but it's probably this. So we're gonna try this, and if that doesn't work, we're gonna do X, Y, and Z. There's a treatment plan. It's Juliet. She needs a BATH soon because of stuff like this. So I guess what I'm getting at is you want to have a vet that will kind of lay it all out on the table for you and say that, like, this is your worst case, this is your best case, and this is probably what it is. Because, you know, dogs and cats, I'm not sure if you're aware, but they can't actually tell you what's wrong. And never Juliet. Yeah, they're not really good at articulating what they're feeling, so you kind of have to just watch. And my vet, incredibly experienced. She's been doing this a very long time. She has spotted a few things and laid down some very good knowledge on how to care for my dogs. And not just in a matter of, like, the things I'm paying her for. Like, she, you know, my vet, very obviously, getting back to point one, you know, loves dogs. Second thing, that personableness, right? I touched on that earlier, and I'm not talking necessarily about, like, whether or not they love dogs and cats and all that or not, but you want to have a vet that's willing to explain to you what's going on, why they think that this is Yeah, sorry, I got a gnat in my mouth. You want a vet that's like willing to talk to you and talk through the problems and just general dog health thing. Like, I always walk away from a visit to the vet like knowing a little bit more about dog health, and that's because my vet is very personable, and she remembers things about me as well as my dogs. So I have never gone in there and felt like, I never have to like remind the vet, and in a lot of cases the staff either of like, hey, what's going on with my dogs? They don't need a refresher every time I go in there, like, how's Juliet's skin doing? And I reference her even though Jack was in the vet today for his rabies shot, but like, they asked me about Juliet. They asked me how her skin's doing. They asked me how her surgery, or how she's healing from surgery, even though she's not actually scheduled. And I got a little bit of a reminder of like, what do I need to look out for? Fortunately, none of those things are showing up again. So that's, I guess that's like the three main things there. And I guess the fourth would have to be like an explanation of, cost there. I'm never surprised with what my bill is, right? Like, Jack's rabies vaccine was the most surprising thing because I got used to, Juliet and her surgeries and, allergy meds and all that stuff. I kind of got used to the bill being kind of expensive. I was shocked today when it was rather low because that's just not what I'm used to, because Juliet has all the problems. Jack's still young, so we'll see what happens there. So an explanation of what's going on, being personable, remembering what your pets are going through. Nope, don't want to film that. And just overall demeanor. I was actually at the vet probably 20 minutes longer than I needed to be because my vet absolutely loves Jack and wanted to keep petting him. Didn't get billed for that, of course, but that's one of the things you definitely get from a local business. You get someone who really cares about dogs in general, and that you want to look for that. I guess that's all I have. I hope this helped. If you have a vet that's kind of seeming like a little shady, shop around. I'm extremely happy with mine, and I will, for as long as that vet is working, as long as she doesn't retire, I'm gonna keep seeing her because I'm gonna keep having dogs. Yeah, deal with that. And another little thing, and it's not necessarily like, I would say it would be a deal breaker, come to think of it, is that I don't ever go anywhere without my dogs in the vet. I don't let them go in the back by themselves. I don't let them be separated from me. That used to be more of like a cautious thing because I know my dogs won't bite me. Everyone else's probably won't bite them. So they're getting shots and treatments and whatnot. I keep an eye on them, and I'm there for the safety of the vet and the staff. But some places don't let you do that. Don't go to places like that. I guess that's my extremely positive experience that I've been having with my vet. Like, subscribe, and share for more illegal dog fights, even though they're not fighting now. And don't let your dogs get heat exhaustion. I have a pile of stuff to pick up, so like, subscribe, and share. Illegal dog fights.